So I want to talk to my competitors, NPC competitors, mainly the first timers that you know they've done their first show or they're thinking about doing their first show. I don't want you to be too hard on yourself. Some of you, this past weekend was your first show. Others of you that are getting ready for your very first show, please do not put so much pressure on yourself. Listen, it takes some people, a few shows to crack the top five. It takes them a few years to get their pro card. Others, it takes, they're a one show wonder. But regardless, it's not the end all all things, you know what I mean? Because even if you don't place it where you want to place at your first show, that gives you a chance to get the critiques from the judges and work on that. And remember, if you have a six pack, the six pack does not win the show. A good glute does not win the show by itself. A beautiful suit does not win the show by itself. It's the whole package. When those judges are looking at y'all, and I'm going from the local level all the way up to the national level, most people are saying that, well, they don't judge the prejudging the 10-second routine. This is for bikini and figure. It's not that it's being judged, but it gives the judges another chance to look at you. So, like at the national level, y'all usually come out in groups, and then Steve or Sandy or Tyler, they'll say face to front, face to back. Okay, then they'll bring you out one by one. That is your chance to win them over again. Steve, when you're coming out and he's asking for the call out, Steve goes a little bit faster than Sandy, but they both equally have so many years that they can look at you up and down, and then that's it. But when you first come out, that first time you step on that stage, that's when you make that first impression. The second time when you do your presentation round, you got a chance to redeem yourself just in case. The first time, maybe you weren't arching your back enough, maybe you weren't flexing your hamstrings enough, maybe you weren't activating your glute hamstring enough, and then you get a chance to come back and do your 10 seconds. Because that third time, if you notice, the minute you come out the third time, they're calling the numbers. So y'all got to be on point with however the order is. Locally, here in Texas, normally the judge, they want you to do your 10-second routine first, and then you come out in groups. So however the order is, that first time you step up on that stage, that's it. And you got to remember, I know sometimes you think that the judges aren't looking at you, but, when I'm judging, I'm looking at you from the corner of my eye and looking at that total package. And then maybe I'm looking down or writing some notes. And then when you get to the front of me, I'm looking at you again, but just that quick of a second, I'm looking down again and writing notes. Or maybe I'm talking about you to somebody else. Not bad, but just like comparing, what do you think? When you face the back, that's when all the judges are like, okay, the glutes. So maybe when you turn back around, maybe a couple of judges, their heads are down. Maybe a couple of them are looking up. But I guarantee you, when y'all face that back, you have every judge's attention. So maybe when you turn back around, you don't see that. But I guarantee you, we look at that. So please don't be discouraged. Those of you, the Jenny Jackson was a great show for those of you who were there for your first time. It was a great show to look at. It didn't seem too overwhelming. When you get in that frame of mind of, okay, this is my show, I've got to win, that's the wrong frame of mind, y'all. You got to stay focused, and you have to stay well balanced. And you've got to know that this is not the whole, this doesn't make it the whole part of your life. This is like a small piece of the pie. The main thing is you're balancing your life. You're getting healthy. You're stepping outside your box. You're working on your confidence. You're working on how to walk. And this can be a stepping stone. Not everybody wants to get their pro card. And if you don't want to get your pro card and just use it as a stepping stone, that's fine. But let me tell you, if you get that pro card, guys, at least do one pro show. At least one. It's something about getting your pro card and then being done with it. I'm sure you have, I'm sure there's a reason behind that. I haven't figured it out yet, but experience that one pro show. Say that you stepped on that stage and you use this to say, okay, I got my pro card, and now I want to see what that first pro show, and then chill out. But, oh my God, do at least one. You don't have to pay an entry form. You just have to pay that one annual fee. And if you get a sponsor, they can pay for your hotel and your suit or your flight or whatever, but you don't have to pay for an entry. The only time you have to pay for like an entry type fee is when you go to the Masters Pro. Because I guarantee you, when you pay for that entry fee to that Masters and you place that top 3, you get some money back. But the other ones, you don't have to. So at least just do one. And also remember, that height card, you keep that height card, that's going to last you for a while. You don't have to stand in line. But the NPC card, you got to renew it every single year. Every single year, it's good from January to December. Unless you buy the NPC card in December, then it's good to the next year. But if you buy it ahead of time, it ends in December. So I just want y'all to just keep everything in perspective and know that just because you're competing, there's more to life out there. And be well-rounded about it. And just use it as a stepping stone, like, okay, I know what I did or what I did not do. Now, some of you, you know you cheated, and you're not going to admit to anybody else, but you know you cheated. Next time, don't cheat. Some of you, you know that maybe you didn't give it 110% on your posing or in the gym. You know, some of you kind of lacked, kind of was lackadaisical on the gym time. You know that coming back again. Do everything until you give every segment of that sport 100%. Then you didn't give it 100%. You can't do 50% on the posing and then 100% in the gym and then maybe 70% on the nutrition. You have to give each 100%. And then that's when you move forward with, okay, is this something that I want to do? So it's just food for thought. My heart goes out to the ones who are hurt or frustrated or want to give up. Do not give up. If this is something that you want to do, first of all, this is me. Pray about it. Meditate about it. Is this right for me? Either you're going to love it or you're not going to love it. You're going to love being on stage in front of everybody and walking the hills or doing your pose routine, the whole bonding you experience backstage, or you're not going to love it. But whatever you do, you go in there wholeheartedly, you go in there with a positive outlook, and when you leave with a positive outlook. And, sometimes things aren't fair. Sometimes people get overlooked, but you're not the only one that gets overlooked. A lot of people get overlooked. So you might get overlooked. Make it known that you won't get overlooked the next time. Cross your T's and dot your I's and leave no stone unturned. Okay? Thank you so much for listening. #I'm Sheila. I'm out. Hey, listen, we're still looking for Better Bodies ambassadors up until the end of August. So go to betterbodies.com/collab. My referral code is Sheila, spelled correctly. And thank you so much for listening. I'm out.